right, Mike. What's yours? We know there's two sides to every story. Before we get started, though, I think you've been arrested before. You know that you have rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one will be appointed for you. If you're telling us your side of the story, you decide you want to stop at any point in time and get an attorney, you can do that too. Do you understand the rights? All right. We know the story's out there, so the best thing to do is just to get your version of what happened and what led to everything. I know it's probably been weighing on you heavy, and you probably didn't mean for it to happen, but it is what it is at this point. So the big thing right now is we want to find her, you know, for her family and stuff. We want to find where she's at.
I left too. It's just like, okay, I can leave too. Because he always want to leave out the shop. I can leave too.
What time was that?
It's like between 12 and 1 a.m.
When y'all left?
She left. I left right behind her.
All right. I'm going to have to restart because that's not what happened. The argument part might have started small, but we know it escalated, you know. So we know what went down in the apartment. We know you had a couple dudes come over, and it'll look better on the side of the prosecutors and the judges if you're honest and you tell us what led up to it. If you lie to us and we have evidence that that's not what happened and you're telling us a different story, they're going to throw the book at you. So we're just trying to let you tell your part, tell what happened, what made it get to that point, and just show that you're, you know, apologetic and you're being honest. That goes a long way with the courts, you know what I'm saying? Versus you lying and sticking to one story, and then we got all the evidence and the pictures and the video that show what happened. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna go good. They're gonna hit you.
Because you already told people what really happened. You told people that. Well, one of them being your mom. So we're just trying to tell you, honesty is the best policy. You know, remorse. We know you feel bad that shit went on. Number one, we want to recover her body for her family. And if you could help us do that, we'd be more than appreciative. And that would show the court that, yeah, because people know, like, one day out of your whole life doesn't define you as a person as a whole, right? Just one little mistake doesn't define you as a person. The court knows that. We know that. But you got to help us out, find her. We want to find her, like, now.
Oh, you know she's dead, right?
Because that was arterial blood on the floor. It's okay, buddy.
And she was carried out in a bag.
Sorry, buddy. You got some Kleenex out here? Thank you. We know. It's hard. Can you tell us where she's at? Or, huh? Or can you take us to her?
I had nothing to do with that.
Where's she at? If you do nothing else today, get us to her where she's at. I know you said you didn't have nothing to do with it. I hear you. But just take us there or tell us where to go.
I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, was it self-defense? Something like that? We don't know. We'd have to hear that from you. But our ultimate goal here today is to find that girl and get her back to her family. I'll take a little water.
Have a cup. A cup.
Oh, yeah.
We know she didn't go to any hospital that night, if she could have been saved. And we know she didn't go to the medical examiner's office that night. So she was probably sitting in a field or in water or in some woods or something somewhere. And we don't want her sitting out there rotting with bugs eating her and stuff, or other animals or something. She don't deserve that part of it, that's for sure.
She by the railroad tracks?
I didn't do it that way.
You didn't do what? You didn't move her body, or you didn't?
Do anything. Any of this.
Well, we know that part's not true. We got video that says otherwise, that you were there, so it's best to just start fresh and tell us what led up to the argument and what happened.
Of course, I was barely both of these things. She never got it.
Like, is your mom a liar?
Yeah, all the time.
She lies all the time?
Schizophrenic. I call it schizophrenic, what I can call it.
I heard she might be a hoarder or something like that, but I never heard she was schizophrenic.
Or
Yeah, I just heard that.
I think that's supposed to be his foster mother. Right.
yeah.
Was she schizophrenic?
My mom.
Only problem is she ain't the only person you told. So it's easier just to get in front of it, be a man, and tell us what led up to it, what happened, and who you called to help you out, or at least where she ended up.
Because in reality, Mike, we know you care. We saw you break down there.
I love her.
And yes, I know that. And just because one little instance does not define your love for her, whether it's self-defense or whatever. But you need to tell us where she's at. We can take a field trip. You can go show us. That is huge. You know, this interview is being recorded, right? And you can see the video. The judge is going to watch it. And they're the one that's going to be weighing whether this guy's a piece of shit or this guy is worth saving. They're going to be weighing this video. And the sooner you go, dude, yeah, we got into it, something happened, I'm going to show you right now where she's at. We're telling her. That's what a judge wants to see. Every piece of shit down the road goes, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't do it. You think there's any mercy on those dudes? No. But the guy who comes up, you're red-eyed, you feel bad, and say, dude, I want to take you to her. I'm telling you the truth, man. We've been doing this for a long time. That's what happens. We just want to get that girl back so she can have a decent burial. Her family can have closure. And later on, you can tell us really what happened.
I don't know what she had.
You told your mom, well, that lady you were with, April, you told her she'd buy some railroad tracks.
I didn't tell nobody nothing because I never said anything. I never did this shit.
That's what she's telling us.
She threw.
Well, she's not the only one that's been talking. And I can't tell you the other people that told us we don't do that, right?
It was anything to do with my family. They all weird like that. That's why I don't fuck with my family. They always spend constant lies on them. And everybody knows it.
It's other unrelated people that saw stuff.
I don't have friends.
Who are the two guys helping you carry her out?
The one thing about carrying nothing. I can't carry nothing.
This ain't the angle to go, man. This ain't the angle to go. Because we already got the fact that you did it. If you're gonna go with that story, man, they're gonna hit you with everything they got. I'm telling you. You being compassionate and apologetic, and maybe there was an argument that escalated. Maybe she
think I did it.
We know you did it. We don't think you did it. We know you did it. We're just trying to get your side of the story to hear what led up to that.
Why do you know I did it?
We can't tell you everything, right? We can't tell you everything. And put other people, witnesses at risk and stuff like that. We can't say all that. I know when we're sitting across the table from people, they want to hear how much we have so they can just make a decision on whether they're going to come clean or whether they're going to stick with their lives. And all I can tell you, man, is that we got you. We got it. We got it from a lot of different angles, a lot of different evidence, right? We have you. We know you did it. It's not a matter of thinking. But the only thing you can do now is protect yourself and tell us what happened that led up to it, because we know there's two sides to a story in an argument, right? Unless somebody's just a serial killer out killing people. If it's a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, it's a crime of passion. Usually there's an argument that escalates and people hurt each other, and this person does this and this person does this, you know what I mean? And it probably went farther than you wanted or expected it to go. And you immediately felt horrible. But going with the, I don't know nothing, I didn't do nothing, that's going to end bad for you, man.
How long you known her?
For a few years.
Was it like, did you start dating immediately or just know each other? When did you guys start hanging out and dating or whatever your kids call it?
Dating. This year.
What time this year?
Like, early February.
And what drew you guys together?
energy.
She liked her recovery, she liked mine. She just never left.
Because you've been staying over there for a while.
She killed my mom. My mom used to live over there with her. When I got out of jail.
Does your family like her, and does her family like you and all that stuff, or did you not like do that whole introducing thing?
Yes. They, I don't know, it was mixed emotions.
Did your family like her?
Mixed emotions.
Mixed. And when did she move in with you over there?
See, we moved in together.
Yeah, when was that?
February.
In February?
She slept on my mama's couch with me.
Where we were just at? Or the other one?
She lives in a different building, but same area. Oh, why is the apartment?
Okay.
What did you guys like to do? What was your go-to thing to do?
Music.
Are you an artist as well?
No, I just make music. When I make music, I just, she is an artist. I support her all the way.
And then when were you guys both into saying, hey, I love you, back and forth? Yeah. When did that come? Before you guys moved in or afterwards? Or?
I'm happy after we can get to the apartment.
Were you guys making plans and stuff?
Yeah. They got shaky. After a minute. But it wasn't that bad though.
You know, every relationship's shaky from time to time.
She would always leave, come back for like a week, started from like a couple of days to a week. Last little time she left for 2 months. It's like, and she always come back.
Did she travel? Like go out of the area for her?
Well, she just be mad and just don't want to come home. She blocking everything. I don't hear from her. I didn't hear from her in 2 months. Then I started hearing from her, and she want to come back.
First she go to like a friend's house or something?
I don't know what to do. Beginning when she's only gone for a few days, I want to know where she is at. I try to find her. And it became a regular, so I stopped caring.
So when did things start going downhill with her leaving like that?
Like April.
Was she around a lot of dudes with her performing and stuff that bothers you or anything like that?
It bothered me. Shit was cool. It's honesty and communication. It's cool. I get it. You're an artist. I wanted her to be great. She would have been.
Any kind of label sign or anything? Any like bigger labels trying to sign her? Or?
Yeah, she got a little management team.
Y'all didn't drive, right? You didn't have cars or nothing? You just do like the Uber Lyft thing or?
Yeah, or rides. She did a bunch of rides. Ride over Lyft.
Has she started making any money yet? Has she got to that point?
Yeah. Well, she said she does. She should. I was trying to.
Like, did you have a favorite song of hers?
I liked them all.
Did you? So where'd you grow up at?
Are you a Christian, like? Believe in God?
Yes.
Well, you know that more important than anything, is believing that Jesus died for our sins and atoning for what we do, so you can spend eternity in heaven, because our time here is short. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Do you agree as a Christian?
Yes. I can't tell you something I don't know.
When you say you don't know, you're talking about what happened to her after she was loaded in the back of that vehicle.
And after she went out and I left, I don't know what happened.
Then why are you telling people that she attacked you with a knife and you had to shoot her to save yourself? Because it was a fevered argument. A really bad argument.
No anything after that. After she left in my life.
You know about that kid that got shot and killed there like 6 months before, back in January? Right around the corner there. Were y'all in that apartment then or not yet? In January? You weren't there yet?
Or in February.
Well, we made them put up some cameras that aren't visible so we can see some of the shit that goes down there because we have a lot of gun-related calls in those apartments. And we noticed you guys came over and helped you out. And you were with them. She went down the front, those steps at the front. So I'm just trying to get you to be honest and say what happened. Was there an argument that led up to it? Did she grab a knife? Were you protecting yourself? Then you felt bad. You panicked. Instead of calling the police to say you protected yourself, you panicked and had some people help you take her somewhere. We just want to hear that from you, because if you stick with this, I don't know, we both went out then. It just ain't gonna go good.
You don't sound like any of this. Real good.
Well, it does if you're compassionate and remorseful.
It all leads to the same place. Sure.
Yeah, but if you can shave time off by doing the right thing, like I said, the judge watches these videos. They read our reports. And self-defense is totally believable.
I gotta tell you this story that we worked on, this kid that got killed right before y'all moved in. 13-year-old kid. These kids planned to rob a bagman. And the bagman's got a criminal history. He's selling drugs, right? So if someone dies in the commission of selling drugs, which is a felony, that's usually murder, right? Since this constitutional carry, where everybody can have guns and all this kind of stuff, basically, they meet. We chase this dude down to Georgia, catch him, bring him back. He had already ran from us before and stuff. We bring him back up here. They meet. The prosecutor bosses meet, and they call it a self-defense committee. And unbeknownst to us, they let him out. They let him go for self-defense without even making him tell his story. And I'm not saying we were happy about that, but that's what happened. And you can look it up. I mean, being that God's honest truth. He walked. He's done. So, and the 13-year-old kid died, and then his brother got shot, but it was probably by the kid that got shot as he was falling or something. We don't know. But he was selling drugs in the commission of a felony with a record that he shouldn't be allowed to have a gun. Self-defense. Have a good day. Gone. He's out. Right away. So, this is Cuyahoga County. I mean, this is why we're trying to get you to tell the truth, what led up to it, versus saying, like, you weren't there and you all left, because we know that's not accurate. But this guy's on the street. He's home. He didn't even spend that much time in. So, I'm not trying to build a case for you or nothing, but I'm just giving you an example of a real life thing that just happened 6 months ago, like 100 yards from where you stayed at. Right over in that next parking lot over by that pool. Right there. They actually walked down and were kind of hanging out by your spot for a minute, like in the parking lot. And they ducked into one of the buildings. but happened down by the pool. So because of that, we cracked down on that management. Like, we need a few cameras over here. You can either make them visible or you can hide them. We don't give a shit, but you got to put something over here to help us out because we're coming up here too much. So we know some stuff, Mike. We just want to hear it from you, and just help yourself out, man. Don't put it in their hands. Because what we got right now don't look good at all. But we don't know, we and they don't know shit about the story that led up to it.
Something I can't give you. I don't have a story that leads up to it.
So your argument didn't lead to nothing physical?
I was not there.
So your blood ain't gonna be mixed in that apartment? You didn't get injured at all?
No, my blood's not gonna be anywhere.
How'd you hurt your foot?
Basketball.
What night?
The day before.
On Sunday? Where are you playing ball at?
Front door.
Hmm?
Down the way. Just.
A park there by 59th?
No.
Why'd you have her phone the next day?
I didn't have her phone.
Oh, see, this ain't gonna go good, bro. You gotta man up and get in front of this right now, because you're steady digging yourself in deeper, man. And they're gonna hammer you. I know you lost the phone. I know you dropped it. I know you tried to get it back.
I need to talk to her.
You're not gonna help us find her body?
I don't know. I feel like that's what talk to her.
Well, give us the guys' names that dumped her. You're gonna let her sit out there and rot like an animal hitting the road?
I have nothing to do with this.
You gotta tell us those guys' names or tell us where she's at. You can't let her just rot away to nothing. You said you loved her. Out of respect for her, if nobody else, in the eyes of God.
I'm always gonna love her.
Okay. Now let's get her and get her a proper burial. You don't gotta say nothing else.
She doesn't even want a proper burial.
You think she wanted to sit in a trash bag and rot somewhere?
No, she didn't. She wanted to be cremated.
Well, let's let that happen then.
She wanted her funeral to be happy.
Family can't have a funeral. No funeral, man.
And it was just her birthday, man.
No.
I don't know what happened. I don't know none of that, man. I wasn't there. I didn't do it, man. That's all I know. I'm done talking.
Mike, just to let you know, you're going to be charged with aggravated murder in 2 days. And that we will be stacking up a mountain of evidence against you. And you're going to go to prison for all time. The only way to mitigate, which means cut off any time, is you have to tell us where the body is. You have to tell us what happened. Now, you're going to go over to Solon Jail. If you decide you want to talk to us, you can. Reach out to us. I suggest that you do. Because I wouldn't want to be 60 years getting out of prison. Just think about that.
Why am I going sober?
They do jail for us.
Yeah. We'll give you our cards if you want to talk to us and get a hold of us. Well, it'll take a little bit for you to get out, for us to arrange transportation. But if you need out of here, I'm gonna open this door, keep it open.
Yeah, leave it open.
Keep it shut.
Mike, because we're back at a police station and we're talking again, I just want to reiterate your rights, okay? It's just something we got to do. It's a formality. So, again, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. Anything you say, I already said that, could be used against you. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. And at any point in time while we're talking, you can stop and get your attorney. As far as leading us to Nisha's body, you did that out of good faith and conscience. You weren't threatened, coerced, or promised anything, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You understand your rights and all that stuff, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you do want to talk to us right now with an attorney, right? Yeah. I want to grab the fan.
Are you cold, hot, or comfortable?
Hot.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you, man. Thank you for being a man and a Christian and doing the right thing and leaving that burden off your soul. I appreciate it, and you know, she appreciates it, her family appreciates it, and I think this is the start to the opening to getting this burden off of you and redeeming yourself.
They need to spit in my face.
Take me back now to that day and what was going on, and tell me what day we're talking about, like Sunday or Monday.
Sunday night. It was a great day. Whole Sunday was a great day. Since she came back into my life, it's been a great time. We used to get into it, but not like that. She would stay away for a long time. She came back, we worked things out.
What was that time frame when she left?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Let's switch up right there. Switch up?
Yeah.
So that was right before, like, recent?
Yeah, but we went back together for a few weeks, maybe a month. But then Sunday night, you know, I finally got a job, garbage man for Breneisha Lightfoot. So I had to work in the morning. So I went to sleep about 10. You know, it was a birthday weekend. She was supposed to go to Kalahari or Foot Bay first, and then Kalahari, but there was some booking errors, so we couldn't do that. And she didn't want to do anything. She was just like kind of down, mad about not being able to do what she wanted to for her birthday. So she said she didn't want to do nothing. So we just chilled together. We made a song the day before, our first song. So I go to sleep at 10. She wakes me up about 12. Then she about to go out with her cousin. She's about to pick her up. I said, she said she'll be back by 2. So that's only 2 hours. So I'm like, I'll go with you. She got mad about that. Like, why you get mad? You just said you wanted me to kick it with you, but then now you get mad if I want to go kick it with you. So she was looked like she just got out the shower. I go to the bathroom where her phone was at. I pick up her phone, it was on lock. I go through it. And she getting picked up by some dude. She said, I'm like, why you say your cousins pick you up when then you got a dude pick you up? But I know she ain't doing nothing with the dude. It's just like, it's weird. Like, you ain't got a lot about that. She used to get the spaz and trying to get the phone, but give me my phone, baby. I try to go, trying to look through messages and stuff. She had to chase me around. And then, when I ain't give it back, she grabbed a knife. I didn't think none of it for real, but she kept coming at me. She got to swinging it like regular, so I just got to run it. Like chill, so I turned the phone off and put it down. She just kept coming at me. I grabbed my guns. We still ran around for a little bit. We was running around the kitchen area. It's like a way in and way out. We just keep running around.
And you had already put her phone down?
Yeah, put on a little ledge where the kitchen is, the ledge right there. And I turned the phone off because I didn't want dude say he was on his way to come get her. So I just turned it off, maybe he wouldn't come. I don't see the messages responded and nothing. And she just get to talking crazy to me. Just trying to like put me down. But you know, it's just regular shit. She just say shit when she mad. I got it. I ain't tripping. And she came at me. I just told her, please put the knife down. At this point, I got the gun in my hand. It's just like, please put the knife down. Like, she already know about my past. I've been cut up before. It's just like, I don't want to get. This is good. It's for something so little. I don't really need to do this. We're going too far, but she just stays so angry. Then she turned the knife around like she was about to stab, and she came at me. I backed into the refrigerator and it just shot 3 times.
You know where it hit her?
And that's when she. I didn't look right at her. I knew she was dead.
What time was this, if you had to guess?
I don't know. I ain't look. It had to be between 12 and 1.
So that'd be like Monday morning early or Tuesday morning?
Monday morning.
What was she saying to you when she's chasing you around? You said she's putting you down.
She was saying like, fuck you, you ain't shit. Or stop touching my shit. Things like that.
What else? She cussing you?
That's, yeah, she was doing a lot of cussing. That's just true. There's a bunch of fuck yous for real. Give me my phone.
Where'd she get the knife from?
The kitchen. It was in the kitchen.
Was it in the drawer or just in the sink?
It was out. It was out.
What did it look like?
It had a red handle.
How long was it?
A blade, maybe like this one.
Was that like a fillet knife or a steak knife?
Kind of like a Michael Myers knife, but it's like a little
smaller?
Yeah.
Like it's not as long as this paper, but bigger than this pen.
Yeah.
Where'd that knife end up at?
She dropped it. I just threw it in the sink.
So what did you do after all that?
I left.
You just left?
I left.
On foot or someone pick you up?
I left on foot.
Where'd you walk to?
So, when I threw that gun in,
That's when you threw it, right afterwards? Did you unload it in the apartment? Or did you unload it there and put holes in the bag?
the bullet been in the bag. It was already loaded.
What'd you do with those other bullets?
Because it holds what, like 5 or 6?
I I ditched them bitch. I just do all that shit. I kept going. That's when I went back there to do it again. I was just panicking. I only just wanted to get out of there.
And you went up to Cleveland?
I was looking for a shovel. I wanted to bury it.
Where was you looking for a shovel at?
I went to my uncle's house. He didn't know what's going on. I just said I needed something to lay out. Told him I can't go back. I just told him I can't go back on probation. TV.
Is that the one that used to be a police officer or something? That uncle?
Nah.
So you went from dead sleeping. What time did you go to bed again?
Like 10 something. I had to wake up at like 5, get my head bus to break.
Was that your first day of work was Monday?
For the weekend.
And you went to bed 10 o'clock p.m. on Sunday?
Yeah. I usually go to sleep earlier. We was watching the show.
You hadn't started work with them yet, right? Then this is good. Oh, you had started?
I haven't started.
Okay.
And then she woke you up around midnight, or you just heard her?
No, she woke me up. She said she was going to leave with her business for a few hours. She'll be back by 2. I know she was going to be back by 2. I said, why can't you do this on a Friday or Saturday? She just got mad about that. It's like, because it's my birthday weekend, I'm about to go kick it. That's cool, but you come back Friday or Saturday.
And then you saw her phone.
And then I had to wake her. I had to wake back up and let her in.
And then you saw her phone with some dude.
From the bathroom, I picked it up because it was unlocked. And I went through her messages. She was going out with her cousins, but then she wasn't getting picked up by him, though. That's what she didn't tell her she was fat.
You recognize that guy, that name?
Yeah, I know who he is. It's not saved as a name, though. It's saved as like a car, because it's like a hood Uber.
Do you know her unlock code on her phone?
Mm-hmm. That's why I took the opportunity to go in there.
Oh.
So after you walked down and threw the gun and you made your way to your uncle's, he lives in walking distance? Or did you have to walk real far? Or?
It's walking distance.
You tell him what happened?
No.
So did you hang out there for a minute?
Yeah, not too long, but I didn't even want to stay there. I went to sleep. I was just really roaming the streets for real. I was getting in and off the buses. Sleeping on the bus. I rode the Apple one time, just sleeping on the back and rode back to Cleveland. I was just trying to find a shovel.
That whole night? Just riding the bus and roaming around?
The next couple of days.
Okay.
Till I had no more money.
What made you go back and get her?
I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to dig a hole. So I just kill myself and just be laying with her.
You go back the next night? Like Monday night then? To get her?
Tuesday, I think.
Was it daylight out or was it dark in the early morning hours?
It was dark.
Could it have been around midnight or something? 1 in the morning?
I was just losing track of days for real time. I didn't really care at that point.
Who'd you call to help you?
I didn't have any help. I knew some stolen cars was at usually in the projects. I wanted to go find one of them, find a stolen car. I drove it up there, wrapped her in some blankets, put her in the bed.
You got her outside by yourself?
Yeah.
Is that how you hurt your ankle?
Yeah.
Going down the steps?
I don't miss her, man. This is not fair to her, man. It's not fair. She's the best person I ever knew, man.
The way she was acting, kind of amped up, pissed off. You think she was doing any drugs or anything?
She was off ecstasy.
Doesn't ecstasy make you like happy and like carefree and shit?
Depends on your mood, I guess. But she always got like a quick temper, but she stays mad. Like she just stays mad for so long. We even came up with a little saying when we get mad at each other. Just be like, "Baby, I love you." It's just like,
Did you try that during when y'all were chasing each other around?
no, I didn't. She never put a knife on me before.
How close did she get with you? Within your distance? How close was she around about?
Before I shot?
Yeah.
Like 2 feet.
Like from me to you away about that far?
Yeah.
Closer?
Cause she kind of lunged at me and I like fell back, but I hit the refrigerator. That's when the first shot was. It's like, before I even knew what happened, she was dead. It happened fast.
Like, before you left, did you cover up with anything? What was she wearing at that point in
She
time?
had a towel on.
Because she just got out of the shower.
Yeah.
Did you cover up or anything before you took off, or leave?
I just left. It was loud. Walls aren't. I knew somebody heard it. I just panicked.
We didn't get one call. Not one.
How many hours do you think went by before you went back?
I should have called.
That would have been ideal.
Man, I should have called, man.
So, if we had to guess that was when the incident happened. She was trying to leave around 12, so that puts it around 12:15, 12:30 when all this was going down.
That sounds about right.
And then you went back into the apartment like a full day later, like the next night.
Yeah.
And that part isn't real clear to you, but you think it could have been around that same time. It could have been around 11, 12, somewhere in there, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you just put some blankets on her and just carried her, like,
Dragged it.
you dragged her in the blankets down the steps, and then just picked her up, put her in the back of the car.
Was anybody else in the home with you when all this shit happened?
No.
Did you drive straight to that spot once you had her loaded up in the car? Did you go straight to that spot where she's at now?
No, I was driving around. I was just trying to figure out what to do. And I just ended up there. I'm gonna come back, get some shovels. It's going weird. I was gonna go back and get the gun and just lay down and kill myself.
Do you know anybody over there by where you put her? Or you just knew that you'd been by that little spot before?
I've been over there, familiar with the, I'm at 55th area, and I'm familiar with that Broadway area.
Who's your main dude that you would call if you were in a pinch and wanted some help or something like that?
Well, I learned in life, going through the experiences, nobody helps me out. I'm always the one helping out, and that's how I always get my feelings hurt. Friendships or relationships, it's never reciprocal.
If you do for others, you feel like they do back.
It's proven. Nobody ever. Can't even get money on my books when I'm in jail. Like, I can't even get a letter. 50-cent letter.
Or a call. Somebody said you were tight with Eli.
Yeah. He got his own life. Kids. I'm not gonna drag him. I ain't not gonna drag anybody into this.
Where did you drive that car to after you were left that 64th alley?
Put it back where I found it.
Oh, you did?
And I just left the ring. Some little, one of them jack boys probably took it.
Is it worth us looking for? Is it near that spot? Or is it near the towers? Or
I know what I know about growing up in the project, they never kept us there too long.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to hold it back. This ain't fair to her, man. I'm sorry.
I know you are. He left that car running. He doesn't think it'd be worth going back for because the area where he was at, a lot of stolen cars that are kind of hot swap from that. He put it back where he got it from.
What kind of car was it?
I don't know, it was burglary or some shit.
People be stealing these Kias and stuff. Was it like a Kia or Hyundai or something?
I was in Kevin House in Karen.
As a small, like a small SUV type thing, like maybe a crossover or something, a little
hybrid or something.
It had a hatch on it.
Hatch, what's that?
You know, the thing that flips up in the back.
Cars, like a regular four-door car, will have a trunk, and then these little SUVs have a hatch where the whole thing come up with the window in it, and all comes up.
The dig that wasn't in there, it was broken up. I don't know. It wasn't like a four-door trunk.
Did you have trouble getting it closed when you put her in there? No? Did you leave the blankets on her when you left, or did you take them?
Yes.
She was covered up.
Did anybody go with you?
Did you use the blanket to drag her back into the weeds there?
Yeah.
And once you got her back there, you just rolled the blanket up on her? You know what color that blanket was by chance?
Green. White and green.
What kind of green?
Yeah, white and it was like two-sided.
Okay.
What, any other blankets or just the one?
It was two.
Is there a towel with her?
I don't remember.
When you decided to leave out the house, when you first ran out the house, did you take her phone with you then? No. It was still shut off, right? Did you get her phone when you went back to get her?
I wanted someone to find it.
You wanted someone to find her?
The phone.
Why?
It's like I needed that motivation to do what was right. But
Did you mean to drop it?
yeah.
So you left it up there in those little project apartments right there by like 59, by that park?
Yeah.
You know somebody right there in that spot?
Couple people. We used to be down there together. She was down there for years, even before I knew her. That's how we met in that area.
Okay.
So I knew somebody would find it.
You leave it off? Was it off when you left it, or did you turn it on?
I never turned it back.
Nowadays, it's kind of shocking and somewhat a miracle. Somebody found it, was trying to get back to her, because most folks would be trying to make some money off it.
I'm glad they did.
So a lady called you? Were you shocked when a lady called?
No.
Did it like freak you out or anything?
No.
When you started texting her?
Then her dude called. And I started to give it to her sister. It was trying to give it to me and nobody, either her So I just gave it to her sister. Her sister called me.
She did? Which one? Sade or Brianna?
Sade.
What'd she say?
If I seen her.
What'd you tell her, no?
I said no.
You're still kind of nervous at that point about what's happening, right? You're still kind of freaking out a little bit?
Yeah, but I wanted to find us both. I didn't want to live without her.
And all that's going through your mind, wrestling with it, like get the gun, get a shovel, get back to her, take a spot, be with her.
I just wanted to hold her. I wanted to go where she. I know I can't, because she's a good person, and I just did something.
We talked about it. You are redeemable. Regardless of what the state of Ohio or Cuyahoga County thinks, you are redeemable.
I'm lower than dirt, man. I'm a piece of shit.
Do you remember that? You remember telling that dude or that lady that called you that she worked at Amazon?
She said she was supposed to start working back there.
Right, but you knew that she wasn't working at Amazon right at that moment.
Yeah, at that moment. I was still freaking out. But then I just thought about it, so I texted her, just give it to her sister. Because I know they're going to be looking for some birthday.
Well, the birthday was what, yesterday?
Wednesday. I knew that was speed the process, so. But I it's just, my mind was everywhere.
I'm sure, man.
I wasn't really thinking or paying attention to shit. So, like, time just stopped.
You never went back to the apartment again, or did you go back up there?
I never went back.
It looked like you were in Bedford on Tuesday up around Rockside. That was, you were down at the projects by where her phone was at like 10 in the morning, right? And then it looked like you went back to Bedford a couple hours later. Did you try to go down there, go in the apartment and get something, or go talk to somebody down there?
Honestly, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do.
You were just kind of roaming?
I just back and forth, just didn't know what to do.
Were you catching Ubers or just a bus or walking or what?
A little both. I did a lot of walking. I walked so much I think I had a glitter on my foot.
Even with that bad ankle?
Yeah, I was walking on my tippy toes. Sweating. Hurting. That shit I didn't care about that. At that point, I knew it was just a matter of time. So I just threw my phone and just got rid of that. At that point, I just really wanted a show. I was just trying to see if I could see one. Just laying around.
What phone did you have today? Your son's?
No, just the extra phone is not on.
Oh, the one today is the extra?
Yeah, it's not even on. Just have it for the time.
Does it got a passcode?
I don't know. I had that for a little. Come on. I just wanted. I ain't had no money to turn it on.
Can you make a call through like Wi-Fi? If you had Wi-Fi somewhere, you could like
I couldn't make no call. No Wi-Fi.
Through Instagram or something like that?
Yeah, you can be on the internet. I couldn't find out. Nobody could pick me up. I had no numbers. Damn. You had to remember his page.
I talked to Eli. He said you called him at like 11:30, and then you called him again the next morning. That was probably like Tuesday morning, I think.
Yeah, I was trying to get some ride, get some shovels or something.
What did he tell you?
He was busy, his girl was over there. Like he always, he got his girl, he never want to do nothing, so.
Did you confide in him what happened?
No.
Who all did you confide in?
My mom.
Who else? Because your mom... Because you told her not too long before we showed up, right? But you told other people. Do you remember who they were?
I ain't drinking. I was drunk. I was smoking weed. I was doing pills.
Where'd you get that out? Just out and about, walking around?
I been had it.
Could you have gone back to the apartment for that? Or when you got her, did you get it? Or
The drugs?
mm-hmm.
It was I kept it in my book bag or something.
Okay.
She smoked weed, so she probably smoking her weed.
But that'd be the only thing that'd be in her system, maybe ecstasy and weed. And how about you? Did you, I would assume you didn't do no cocaine but then go to bed at 10.
No,
You can't do that shit,
no,
right?
I didn't do nothing. So that shit happened.
After, like the next day.
I just popping pills and smoking weed and drinking. I ain't want to be sober.
It's understandable.
I was just trying to get as fucked up as possible.
Is that when you cut off your tips?
I just cut them out. I was going to cut them all the way off. I just wanted to cut my throat too. I just feel disgusted. I just feel disgusted with myself.
So you didn't tell Eli what you did?
If I did, I was drunk. I don't think I did. I don't remember telling anybody but my mom.
You ended up at your auntie's house before you went to your mom's?
Yeah. I was just running. I was sleeping on the bus. I just kept catching the bus. Woke up over there. And I walked over to her house.
She
Take me to my mom's house.
She on the west side or something.
Yeah.
You tell her or no?
I think she was there when I told my mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was there when I told
So I talked to your mom. She seemed pretty coherent. You mentioned initially she had mental health problems, but she seemed pretty with it. Like she's doing all right, right?
She do have mental health problems. I do too.
But she wasn't wrong about anything, right?
Mm.
She wasn't wrong about what she told us.
No.
And then, was that, who kept calling here? Was that her? Did you ask her to try to get into the apartment?
No.
Because somebody was calling the management trying to get in the apartment, and they were called here. When they get in the apartment, we're going, no, you can't do
I
it.
have no idea.
Could that have been her family, maybe?
I have no idea.
And on your IG account, you posted that you hurt your ankle. Remember doing that?
Yeah.
Did you post something else about sometimes people gotta learn or something like that?
Learn when to grow up.
Yeah. Was that before or after the incident?
I don't remember.
Was that towards her as far as you're all fighting and stuff? Or is that towards yourself? What was that about?
I don't remember when I posted that.
And you posted about your leg being jacked up because you were out and about walking and you didn't want anybody to ask about how you fucked it up, right?
Yeah, just stop all the questions. I'm supposed to be with her right now.
Where'd you put her phone in, man?
I threw it down around the sewer.
When you were out walking?
It was funny. Out of sewer.
Was it already off when you did that? Do you remember when you cut it off? Was it like after the incident?
Yeah.
But then you powered up once in a while just to try to get a ride or something? And cut it back off?
And before I threw it, yeah. But then I just said, fuck this.
Did you try to call a lot of people or you?
I tried to call a few people, but I just gave him said, fuck it, I don't care.
Who's Antoine Boggin
Oh,
and Carlo Fields?
that's my cousin.
I know you said you carry her out alone. But did they come over there
I
and help you?
haven't seen him in a few weeks.
And you don't know who Antoine Boggin is? Because you called him and DeCarlo.
I've never even heard of that man, so unless I know him by a different name.
Probably by a different name, I imagine. But you called both those guys about together on Tuesday.
About 11?
Yeah, about 10:40. Do you remember making those calls?
I don't think nobody answered.
What's the time, man?
I don't got it to memory.
They did answer. Everybody at work. Monday, Tuesday.
That was at night.
Oh, so I don't remember what time it was.
Did you ever try to clean up your apartment after that happened?
Yeah.
What you do?
I had like a little spray bottle of detergent. I just do that shit everywhere. I just said, fuck that shit. I was indecisive. I'll be indecisive. I don't really know what I want to do.
It gets to be too much.
It's just,
Were you speaking or just throwing it around?
it's darn it. Just waving it.
Did you try to wipe anything up? Like wipe some of the blood up or anything?
No.
The video when you were down by the phone looked like you had some black sneakers on. I don't know, like a gray shirt or something. You remember what you had on?
I threw everything away.
You threw it away? Shoes and clothes and everything? Was it around Bedford or down there?
I was walking. I couldn't tell you what city I was in. I was walking, threw it in the random trash can, kept pushing.
And you take off one piece, put it in this trash can, keep walking.
I changed and put it in the trash bag.
Okay.
Walking down side streets, and I was just taking out the side streets. I just see trash can on the curb. I just threw it in there, kept going.
So you change your pants, your shirt, and your shoes?
And I spent a lot of time trying to find a bike. I was going to take somebody's bike, trying to keep walking in there everywhere.
Well, they're better for your ankle, I'm sure.
And whose phone is this?
That's just an extra one.
Just the extra one?
It's like an old phone.
I think like that.
Can you open that up for us? Okay. What was that code?
1210.
Does that mean anything?
No, just random numbers.
Is there anything in here of that we should, is there anything in here related to what happened? Did you tell anybody on here?
No, they try to do some video calls. Trying to get people's numbers and contacts. Maybe ride, asking for shovel. If they ask me.
Did you ever, besides your uncle, did you ask anybody else for a shovel?
Yes. Basically cousins,
Like
friends.
how many people do you think you asked?
Just people I thought would have. I was just trying to get rides for real. The locations where I could find one or a bike. I was really just trying to get a bike, so I stopped walking. Start trying to get rides.
Then when's the last time you talked to your PO?
As soon as I went to the drug test.
How do you think that was going to end up?
I wasn't here today.
Yeah, but how do you think that drug test was going to turn out?
Bad.
That was the Tuesday in between the incident and before you went back to the apartment to get her. You went downtown.
And did you ever tell your PO that some of your money was stolen from you from your settlement? And who did you tell the PO that stole it?
My girlfriend.
Nisha, is that true?
Yeah.
How'd she do that?
I had cash.
Huh?
I had cash. She ended up, that's why she was gone for 2 months. But then she ended up buying a house. She said she bought a house, 2-family house. And we was going to move into that because we were supposed to be out of this apartment this week. And she was going to rent the bottom out.
Why'd she take your money? She seemed like she would have her own money from her stuff. You moved past it though? You were okay with it? Like,
no, I wasn't. But then I got hungry. We was talking in between her here and there. She said she missed me, and she was trying to straighten her hand out.
When she was out for a couple months.
Yeah, she was talking here and there, not often. But she even took me out to the movie date one time. I was just madly in love with her. I forgive her for anything. Then I knew deep down she still loved me. So I was just, it is what it is.
Well, she wouldn't have been there with you, huh?
As long as I play cool, she'll come back. She did. I was happy. We was happy. She was happy. Or we would stay up late. The night before this incident, Saturday, we stayed up all morning, writing music, and we went to go to the studio. We made the song. We didn't even go to sleep. That was Sunday night was the first time I even went back to sleep. For the little 2 hours.
And you were up for like 2 days straight.
Yeah, we both were.
Where's that studio at?
Lamont Films.
Lamont Films?
Lamont Films. I can't remember.
Was it in Cleveland or Bedford? Or?
Lawrenceville. I can't remember. She took me there. That was my first time there. We usually go to her little management thing studio. But
Oh, this is separate. This is different stuff.
she just did a live in Cleveland. It was getting a lot of views, so she went back to the studio.
So she wasn't exclusive with that other place where the management team was at?
Yeah, she was.
Gary and the other guy with the initials?
This shit don't feel real, man. That's on the back, man. I'm sorry, Lisa. We understood each other. We wasn't toxic. We got into it, but
You always made up?
we always made up.
You feel like you could have been overprotective of her or a little bit like controlling of her? Especially with her being in the rap game, like all these people
I
around.
wasn't trying to control her. I was trying to be supportive. And she was the one that really wanted to just, her music was like, it was like 2 different lives to her. That's her on the business side, but the real her, she just wanted to be laid up, watching movies, shows.
Just normal, just chill.
We used to just talk. We remember times we stayed up late and just talk. Hours.
Talking about where y'all came from and your
Everything.
upbringing and everything. What happened to her parents?
They died. One of her brothers just died too.
How bad what happened with him?
It was like some heart problem.
All the medical stuff? Do I need to step out and talk to you?
But as far as what you told the PO, That had nothing to do with you shooting her, correct? It was, in your mind, self-defense, because she was very close with the knife.
If I was gonna do that, I could have done it.
When was that whole money smear? I stepped out to grab your phone. When was that whole deal?
Months ago.
Like when?
April.
Of this year? How much was it?
Like 17,000. But she, like I was telling him, she done bought a house.
For you guys?
2 family. I even helped her clean up one day.
Where's that house at?
Man. I have to see it. It's off on the side streets of Breneisha.
It was it actually in Fairfield or Cleveland?
I have to go over there. I have to see. It was a 2 family. We gonna stay upstairs.
And then was the other one out?
Yeah. I think
So when she took the money, you kind of understood.
No, I was mad.
Right, but you understood. She wasn't blowing it on her career.
I don't know what she did.
But she had to do something with 17 grand. So was it? Did she ever tell you
like
that?
Party a lot. No, we never talked. I didn't want to bring it up.
Really?
I didn't care. It was just like, if you forgive, you don't keep talking about shit.
You got me there.
And then a lot of times she gets to a point where she's not going to tell you anything. She don't want to talk about it. She never wants to talk about it. She don't want to talk about anything.
And was your money in an account?
I took most of my money out. I had cash. Yeah. Went to LA together.
What's that?
We had went to LA together before. I took my money out. And then that's when I started getting behind my bills and my rent. Because she took all that money I had. So I was missing payments. I was trying to find work, but my record, I couldn't find nothing.
But you ended up finding something on price.
Yeah, but
how much are they paying an hour?
Not much.
20?
15.
15?
Go to Intensified.
Oh.
So, they're taking their taxes, Cleveland, and the Intensified taking their money on it. It's only 4 days a week working that. But it was just too late to catch up on the bills. So that's why I was moving out. But she was like, I got this house, so we just moving there. It was almost ready to, she was switching over lights. She was getting new carpet in there, new appliances. She was supposed to be there today.
Did she have more than one phone? You see.
I don't know.
But to your knowledge, no. And then the stuff we found, that was cocaine, right?
I don't know what you found.
Refrigerator, freezer, or something?
Oh yeah, that's all.
Right.
When she took my money, I was trying to sell a little bit of cocaine just to try to make it until I found a job.
But you were also using it, right?
No, I wasn't using it. Listen, sometimes I would.
How did that make you feel when you took it? Would you get like super hyper, flap the handle and shit?
Jittery. I don't like cocaine. I was just trying to sell it, trying to keep some food in the house at least. was at a hard patch.
And you got that money from a settlement or something, like you called the county for somebody roughed you up down at jail, and then your lawyer sued them on your behalf or something. What's that money do you have left?
I took it last of it.
Oh, she did.
That's why I couldn't pay my bill.
Oh, I get you.
That's why I was still trying to find a job. I didn't have no job. I couldn't eat. So I just try to make some money. But it was too late to pay the apartment back.
Because you guys are behind on 4 months or something.
Yeah. I was self-just. I didn't have no, like, consistent money coming in, so.
Did you ever do that before?
No.
You didn't sling a little dope here and there?
Back in the day, yeah.
Maybe a weed or something? Are you getting hungry? I'm too.
Come take a break.
Yeah. I have to throw the cuffs on you though. Yeah. I think that's what a break is.
Throw this away.
Yeah, I'll leave it there. Oh. I don't know. Cigarette.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
I was just going to ask a couple quick things.
Sure.
We didn't see any blankets down there. So wondering if there's any chance by chance you could have just like thrown them back in the car, or you for sure remembered covering back up.
I thought about it. I could have thrown them in the car.
Do you know what position she was in? Do you remember her position so we know nobody messed with her when she was down there?
It was dark, so
Okay.
there's no lights right there.
Like was she face down on her stomach, or was she on her back, on her side? Do you remember that much?
Might have been back or side.
You don't remember?
That sounds about right, like back or side. I don't know, I'm sorry.
Did you tell anybody besides us where she was, or did anybody go with you? They could have been went back and disturbed those blankets.
I didn't even tell my mom. I told her.
Was she holding a knife when you shot her?
Yeah.
So did you pick it up off the floor and put it in the sink?
I picked it up. I wanted it to get. I don't know what I wanted it to do. If I put it, I ain't wipe. I just do it in the sink.
Okay. No, y'all, this.
Honestly, I used that to try to rip up the air matches in there, but try to drag it better.
Oh, you were going to use to put her in that? That night?
It didn't work, so I threw it in the sink. Use the blanket.
Where was the gun at in the apartment that you were able to get to it pretty quick?
I kept it in my book bag by the wall.
The wall by the door?
By this refrigerator.
The fridge and the kitchen come like this, and then it
Like this
opens
is the
up.
fridge.
Uh-huh.
The walls right here. It's like when I was running around, like so you're able to run
The
around.
wall that goes back to the bedrooms?
So it's the TV, no.
Oh, that wall in the living room?
So I just grabbed it and
Okay, I got you.
Well, I'm just put these on your ankles, not cuff you up. That way you can use your hands. Take your smoke. Oh,
Where's the smoke set?
up there. Right there. Just don't walk fast. They bite.
I couldn't walk fast.
I'm going to get my thing and try to lock them.
As long as you don't mess with them. Well, we've been pretty good to you, right? On a scale from 1 to 10.